Okay, so if you were absent previously, this worksheet, we might have just done the top or might have just done the bottom. Either consult me or consult one of your fellow classmates to make sure that you're not doing too much. But if I did both, I'm going to do both right now. If I only did one or the other, then fast forward to the second part to the second part, or skip. Don't even bother doing the second part if you have to do that. All right, so take a look at number one. It's a dot product. Dot products are simply multiplying that which is in the same direction. This is multiplying that which is in the same direction. I've got a 3, 6. I've got a negative 4, 2. So I'm going to go 3 times negative 4, which is negative 12, plus I got 6 times 2, which is 12. Then I add them up and I get 0. So my dot product would be 0, or inner product would be 0. Also, by the way, the second question it asks is whether these vectors are perpendicular or not, right? Yes or no. Actually, let me do number 2 first. Here's number 1. Done. Let's do number 2. Number 2 is negative 1, 4, angle bracket, because those are vectors. 3, negative 2, angle brackets, because they're vectors, and I get negative 3 plus negative 8, or negative 11. Okay. So the second question asks this. It says, state whether each inner product is a perpendicular, right? Yes or no. State whether the vector is perpendicular or not. How do I know that? Well, dot products multiply that which is the same direction. That means we're multiplying the i's together and the j's together. If I multiply i's together and the j's together and I get 0, that means I have nothing in the same direction, which means they're perpendicular. My definition, right? If they're not parallel at all, even a little bit, even slightly in the same direction, well, then they must be perpendicular. So if I get 0, these are, yes, they are perpendicular. These are, no, they're not perpendicular. Okay? All right, fair enough. All right, let's move to the next one. Let's do a cross product. The cross product now. The problem with this is you're supposed to multiply that which is not in the same direction. That which is perpendicular is best. So I'd take 1, and then I have to do it this one times that one there. Then I have to do this one times that one there. And it gets really confusing. So we have a special way to do this. We simply go ahead and start building a determinant. I, J, K. Now, if you haven't done assignment 4.9, or at least the one with all the determinants on it, you need to stop this video right now. Go back and do that assignment, because it's going to be much easier in that format than what I'm about to do. So you must write the first vector here. Order matters in cross products. That seems weird, but it definitely does matter. So 1. All right. And that actually has to do with which way the resulting vector ends up being. Okay, well, if I want to do one of these, what I told you before is you add one more column. Okay. Then I'm going to do what I did before, which I'm multiplying this times this matrix. This one here. And this one here. And then this one here. And this one here. Okay? So starting out, I'm going to do the red one first. It's going to be an I hat. Square one of these square matrices, the ones left over. I'm going to determine that. Plus, I'm going to do J hat times the 4, 1, 1, negative 1 matrix. And then I'm going to do the plus K hat, and it's going to be 1, 3, negative 1, 0, and I'm good there. Okay, and the rest is just building out your matrices, right? So I'm going to do these two times these two. So it's going to be I hat times 3 minus 0, right? Plus J hat, negative 4 minus 1, plus K hat, 0 plus 3, or minus a negative 3. And I get 3 I hats minus 4 J hats plus 3 K hats. One thing that's true about cross products is they always have a direction, whereas dot products never do. It's 0 or it's negative 11. In this case, it's 3 I hat minus 4 J hat plus 3 K hat, which means it's going in a specific direction. Always have a direction. They have to, by definition. Okay? Now, the second part of the instruction says, show that it's perpendicular to the given vectors. That's a way to check your answer. See if this is legit. You can, a cross product is always perpendicular to this to the first two vectors, right? So if I were to dot this versus, say, this one here, I would get 0, meaning that I have the correct answer. Okay? But this is your answer. And sometimes when I do the check, people go, oh, I'm still going. I've still got, no, this is it. You're done. Okay? All right. That's just a way to check your answers. You could use the dot product. In other words, take this, multiply it by one of these two. It has to give you 0, right? Because it has to be perpendicular if you dot product it. All right. That should do it for this video. Should cover all the specific examples.